All right, this is going to be an extra special video because at the end of it, it's going to involve the scalpel. Never mind that for now. Let's get into this. Okay, this is Devo, Function DNA. Early demos. And this is from Italy. And a long time ago, when I was showing the Devo, I showed this thing. And I picked this thing up in Portland, Oregon. All right. The other night in Columbus, not Cleveland, but Columbus, Ohio, I bought this thing. This is Devo, De-Evolutionary Nascent Artifact. And this record, given the fancy vinyl. All right, here we go. This is terrible. This is the problem with bootlegs. It's the same as this. This and this. It's the same thing. But I got this so long ago that I forgot the tracks on it. So when I saw this in Columbus and I saw the tracks on it, I thought I was getting something new, but I was not. I have too many records. They'll be for sale after I'm dead. Or maybe they won't. All right, this is the Michael Pilmer, speaking of Devo, portion of this video. This is the Dickies, my Pop the Cop 7-inch. On the fabulous blue vinyl, which Stan Lee pulled out for some reason to look at. Anyway, the B-side of this is Marry Me Ann. And this song was written by Stan Lee to a woman named Ann. And he was proposing to her. She accepted. They got married. Then they got divorced. And the back of this thing shows the good times. But, hence they ended up in divorce. I had to mail this thing to Michael Pilmer to get Ann's autograph. And then the other night in Cincinnati, I got Stan's autograph. So this Dickies record is autographed by ex-husband, ex-wife. And that's the most interesting autograph I have in my collection. And when I asked Stan to autograph that, he looked at it and said, "Yeah, that looks like her signature." Anyway, let's move on to the bootleg part of this video. And this video is going to end with something big and very makeup-ish. Anyway, here we go. This is the Ramones, Rocket to Ann Arbor. Recorded live at the Second Chance Saloon, Michigan, February 26th. Wow, that would have been really cold. Being from this area, February 26th would have been ice cold. Anyway, 1979, WCBN FM broadcast. And this bootleg record comes on the red vinyl, and I'd say the audio quality is like a B minus. Yeah, this is B minus, but it's got bad brain. I'm against it. I just want to have something to do. It's also got needles and pins. I'm affected. trying to pick out things that you normally don't see in a recent Ramones bootleg. Go Mental. It has Go Mental on it. Anyway, is this thing worth buying? Yes, it is. Is it as slick as the cover? As far as audio, no, it's not. Buy it anyway. It's from Michigan, and that's where I live. All right, more bootlegs. Now we're going to head to the West Coast, which is my home. Actually, Detroit's my home now, but my home prior to Detroit was the West Coast. Here we go, the Cramps. This is recorded live at the Stone, San Francisco, California on May 13th, May 1980. One of the final shows with Brian Gregory. And this thing, we need to talk about. There we go, the big green vinyl. Anyway, we need to talk about this thing. This thing is, it sounds like Lux trying to work with his band members who are making mistakes, and he's trying to overcome that. And that is what makes this completely necessary. The Cramps, all aboard the drug train. Bootleg is completely necessary just to hear Lux trying to compete with his bandmates that just, they're not keeping it together. So he tries to keep it together with extra screaming and extra craziness, and that makes this a must have. All right, here we go. All right, this is a record I picked up in Cincinnati. I was flipping through a bunch of records in a store called, here we go, Torn Light Records, Ludlow Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio. Torn Light Records. So I'm flipping through the records, and this record store was right next to where I saw Black Flag, the Dickies, TSOL, Total Chaos, in a venue that didn't have a barricade in front of the stage. The stage was low, out of sight all the way. All right, and I saw this. Believe it or not, I saw this thing. And you can tell it's an original because look at the wear on the back. This is the Sex Pistols live in Dallas, Texas at the Longhorn Ballroom, January 10th, 1977. And this thing is called Welcome to the Rodeo. And here is the disco. And the quality of this thing is probably a B. Just an honest B. And if you ever see this thing with this cover on it, know that you're seeing one of the originals. Now they have repressed this thing with a different cover on it and a different name to it, but it is the same show. And I probably would have picked that up if I would have known about it prior to getting this, because this was $35 and the new thing is $20. Anyway, all praises to Cincinnati. And with this record, I also have a VHS tape from Target Video of the show. This is the audio. This is the video. Is there a sticker on this? Oh, there is a Sex Pistols live in Texas. Alrighty. So that's the bootleg part of the video. All three are worth it. Okay, let's get into the scalpel part of the video. Hey, I gotta be careful. Let's see what's in this box. Okay, maybe I won't need that. Oh boy, here we go. Are you ready to dig this? This is Kiss, Creatures of the Night, 40th Anniversary 3 LP Deluxe Edition Color Vinyl. 25 total tracks of Kiss, 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 Rarities, Live, Kiss, booklet. If it says Kiss, there's gonna be a booklet with it, and here it is. You're seeing it at the same time that I am. Let's open this baby up. All right, it's nice that the packaging on this thing is nice and non-rubbery. Look at how quickly I cut that out. The hype sticker. Okay, let's unwrap this. All right. Okay, the eyes on this thing are a different, I guess, consistency to the ink on the front, so they'll probably glow in the dark. All right, let's get into this. Wow. Here is a bunch of white men in makeup. And, ay, 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 even more white men in makeup. I'm sorry, this is funny to me. This is the reason I buy certain Kiss things, is because it's funny. Anyway, here's the sleeve. Here's the record, very blue. And these 3 LP things that fold out into 3, I'm not a fan of them. I don't like them because they're just kind of hard to get into. Anyway, that's what the sleeve looks like. Oh, here's more pictures of Kiss. This is so funny. Anyway, there's another record here. There's Kiss concert pictures. Alright, anything in there? Nope. This is a release that would have hidden things in it. And here's the book. And there you go. Lots of men with makeup. The thing about Kiss is they very rarely had any art behind them other than the art on their faces. Unlike the Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra, which they never really showed their faces, but they had massive amounts of art to make up for it. So, there's Kiss. And looking through this, they are not the Dead Kennedys. They're not as good as the Dead Kennedys, but that doesn't mean that you should ignore a release like this just for the fun of it. All right, I'm going to go listen to this Kiss record, probably on a speed that it's not meant to be heard on. Anyway, I got a bunch of other stuff I picked up when I went to the 2 Black Flag shows, Dickie shows, Total Chaos shows, TSOL shows in fabulous Ohio, which if you're driving through Ohio, it's like driving through the middle of Washington State and through the middle of Oregon. Anyway, Ohio isn't a big deal, but the roads are in great condition, unlike Detroit. All right, that's the end of it. I'm going to another show tomorrow night of thrash grind metal down at the, I'm trying to remember where it is. The Fillmore, the Fillmore in Detroit. I'll be there tomorrow night after work, and get ready for some footage from that. Wow, this Kiss record is the best. It's not as good as this, even though I haven't even heard it. It's not as good as this, and it's not as good as the Ramones thing. Oh, also, before I end the video, this thing, Sid Vicious is not a screw-up. Everybody else, except for the drummer, except for Paul Cook and Sid Vicious, everybody else on this recording messes up. And they mess up a lot. So to say that Sid Vicious wasn't pulling his weight, that record disproves that. And it disproves it in a mighty way. All right. And that's the end of this video. I was painting today. I'm tired. Anyway, some more shows coming up. GBH and the Exploited are playing the punk rock bowling thing, which I am not going to because it's just way too expensive. But maybe GBH and the Exploited will be playing in your town in America, since they are coming to America in May. So good news, everybody.